Hello everybody and welcome to another MGR. My name is Robert with RPR and we are doing Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst Ultima. Now this is a private server and it is nothing to do with Phantasy Star being back at all, but I love me some Phantasy Star. I can't get enough of the game. I used to be so addicted to it. You just can't get enough of this game. Now, first thing we need to do is go ahead and start up. Now, I do apologize for how loud it is. I have to probably talk louder than the actual music, and I cannot change that now. I don't know if I can change it in-game. I'm going to go ahead and try. So, bear with me, please. That is loud, yo. So I did make a raw cast. I'm going to go ahead and not show the character creation, even though it is a huge part of this game, only because of the fact that I don't want to make another 40-minute video. Yay, sparkles. Alright guys, there's no way I can do this game. I'm just going to basically explain what I can. I don't know why it's running so slow. I don't know why, it just runs extremely slow in fraps. I changed everything around in fraps and it's just not, it didn't work. It's sticking to that 15, 16 frames per second, and look at my guy, he's extremely slow. It's not bad. Oh yeah, it is bad, I'm not gonna lie, it is extremely bad. So this game came out on the Dreamcast. I think it came out in the year 2000. It is 13 years old. Huge player base on this game. Now to me, I think this would be one of the, first MMOs, though I can't say that only because EverQuest 1 came out before this did. Now I played this before I played EverQuest 1. And it's a simple game done really well. I mean, to a point where people, just like in EverQuest 1, quit their jobs, forgot about the relationships, everything, just so they can play this game. There's so much, rare items and rarity and all kinds of mismatching stuff to do in this game. Even though it's extremely simple, there's a lot in this game. So they brought a private server. There's a couple private servers out there right now. One of them, everybody says it's not pronounced this, but how the spelling, how the spelling is, it's basically pronounced it. It's called Shit Hack. That's how it's pronounced. SCHTHACK. I mean, come on now. What else would you call that? It's Shit Hack. That's what it is. And they have Ultima, which is this one. I think there's a couple other ones out there, but I don't know. So in town, basically, you got a couple of shops. There's 4 different shops. There's one that identifies all your items that need identification, which I don't have. There's the arms shop here that sells different items tiered to your level and what you have done in the game. There's your item shop, which is the green shop here. Sells, your items, your healing, your you, it's mana, but it's called TPing this. Your discs, that's what you learn spells off of. Why is the game blinking? Anyways, moon atomizers, antidotes, you know, then this is the item. This sells items. Just leave it at that. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell happened. It started blinking out and then it just blew up on me. So the blue shop is armor shop. You know, you buy all your armor, whoopie whoopie whoop, whatever. Now, usually I don't buy anything unless, you know, I am, you know, level 27 with like a level 4 armor cell or something like that. Sometimes it's hard to find the right item. Then you have the bank over here on the left side. That's where you can store your money and your items that you don't need. You got your teleporter here, which sends you to the government access area. Get what it's called. It is called the principal. He has the mainline quest. This right here is the hospital. Don't need that. Over there, the Hunter's Guild. That's for the sub quests. And here is your teleporter down to the world. And that's it. It's just a hub, basically. So you go ahead, you can pick wherever you need to go. We're gonna go in the forest because it's easy. You can have 3 other people join you. Wow, that is slow-mo video. But you can have up to 3 other people join you in your endeavors. The only problem with that is if you don't trust them, you gotta watch out because if something drops very useful, they'll probably just go right up and pick it up and not care what your needs are. That's one of the tough ones in this game. I like to solo a lot, and if I can't solo a certain area, I'll just go back and keep leveling until I can go back and solo. If you can't solo this game and you're at max level, there's something wrong. So the layout of the map itself does not change, but the stuff within the map does, like in different variations depending on your code. Wow, that is so slow. Wow. That's sort of helpful though. That is crazy. And this particular private server has 3 times experience. I don't know what the drop rate is, but it seems like it's a lot better. I already got like some rares. I got a photon drop, and what else did I get? One of the arms from the Boomer guys, and it is rare. I've seen actually 2 rare monsters already too. The big Hilda Blue. I've seen a Hilda Blue, and I've seen the Blue Rappy already. And it's just crazy. You know, that you can see that kind of stuff. Now, I do really apologize for the, you know, the slowness on this video. I'm going to try to get that fixed. I don't know how I can possibly do that, but I mean, you can basically see how the gameplay is. It's very simplistic. It plays just like an action game, like an arcade game. You know, it's more like that than an MMO. But it is very, very addicting. I love this game. Now that little thing floating next to my head is called a mag. You can feed it items, and depending on what item you feed it, it grows in certain stats. And as you're growing that stats up, your mag can also change, and those stats get added to your total. So like, let's say if you're a hunter, but you want to use guns, for instance, and you want to get your ADA up, you can go ahead and feed it items that will boost up your ADA. You add a... Look at that, son. Ah! Nope. Yeah, it's a lot more helpful when it gets slow. But, I mean, that's basically it. That's just how this game runs. Each area, there's 4 areas. There's the forest, the caves, the mines, and the ruins. Each area at the end of their last room, or last area will have a boss. The forest has 2 and the mine has 2. The caves and the ruins both have 3, and at the end of those is a boss. So I think the forest one is a dragon. The cave one is some kind of sewer creature, like a worm, a big giant worm or something. And what else? The mines is like a giant computer when it has like different monitors, and you have to shoot the monitors to get the guy. And at the end, there's like a big old mech looking thing that pops out and stuff. It's pretty cool. And the last boss, I'm not going to go ahead and spoil it. You can actually play the game yourself, or maybe one day I'll do a let's play if I can actually make it run correctly. This slowness is really bad. It actually does not look like this when I'm playing the game. It's something with fraps that's just making it do this. And that's basically it. It's a very simplistic game, and I really love it. There's 3 different kinds of classes. I am a ranger. There's rangers, hunters, and forces. And there's different kinds of races. There's the humans, which are called humars in this. There's the cast, which I am right now, and then there's the fomars. Like elves. You know what? I think I'm wrong. Because the 2 first letters in each, you know, race, class, combination, they don't have like you pick a human and then you pick a hunter. It doesn't work like that. You know, you have to pick it in the race selection. And, you know, the hunter for the human side is called the humar. While, you know, the hunter for the robots, which I am, is called a cast. So it's like hunter, cast, hunter, mar. I don't know what the mar is, but I think the elves all are called fomar. I think. I'm gonna have to look it up. But there's rangers, rangers, hunters, and horses. And there's the cast and the humans. Usually I don't mess with these little bee things. I usually try to kill the nest ASAP on a normal game. But since it's triple experience, each one gives me 3. So it's like, I kill one of them, I'll get 3 experience, where instead of getting 1 experience. If I kill 6, you know, that's 18 experience instead of 6 experience. It's not bad. It'll add up quick. But, so each room has its own little monster scheme. There's treasure sometimes. Sometimes you can get a rare monster. Die, son. Die, son. Full on monomate there. And the Meseta, that's the money. So, Phantasy Star is actual console game RPG that it first was on the Master System as just Phantasy Star. That came out on the Master System, the Sega Master System. And then they did a whole lineup on the Genesis, which was Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 3, Phantasy Star 4. And then on the Dreamcast, they decided to bring back the Phantasy Star name, and that's how Phantasy Star Online was born. And then on the PS2, they try to, you know, keep the family alive and made Phantasy Star Universe, but they bombed. That game was crap. It had nothing to really do with the Phantasy Star Online world. It was total crap. The game itself wasn't bad. It's just that, you know, everybody loved the simplistic ways of Phantasy Star Online, but they try to make it all complicated, and It just didn't work. The maps were really horrendous. It was just not fun to play. It was like more work than play. And yeah, they just kept it simplistic. So what they're doing now is they're actually making Phantasy Star Online 2, which they already have out in Japan. I played it for a little bit. I had a video on it. Great game, but even that doesn't, you know, step up to Phantasy Star Online. It's classic. It's, you know, it's the best thing out there. You just can't beat it. And it just saddens me that they closed all the servers down. It actually didn't last for too long. I mean, compared to, like, let's say EverQuest and, you know, WoW and EverQuest 2, those servers been off for years and years and years and years. They tried to keep it alive. They made a port over to the GameCube, and that didn't last for that long. It lasted for like a couple years. And then they made a port over to the PC, which is Blueburst, and that didn't last long at all. I mean, the whole lineup just didn't last. It just saddens me. I was really into that game. But once EverQuest came around, it sort of like died out for me. Because even though the game is awesome, it's like once you get to the max level and, you know, you try to grind for, you know, items over and over every day, it can just get to you. And EverQuest came out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to switch over to EverQuest. Or actually, EverQuest has been out already, but I just didn't have it at the time. I started EverQuest when I was late 2000. But yeah, I enjoyed Phantasy Star Online, and I still do to this day. Still an awesome game. When I played on the actual Dreamcast servers, I was a Qcast, which is a huge mistake. If you want to be a range player, which that's what I wanted. I wanted guns. I didn't want close combat. So what I did was I made a Qcast, but I was using, you know, the machine guns, which is basically the only thing that they can really do. If you're gonna go range, you might as well go raw cast, which is the ranger, you know. Because even though, you know, any class can use any weapon as long as you have the right amount of stats. So I mean, a force can be using, you know, crazy swords and sabers and junk, as long as they have, you know, the right stats for it. It's based on stats, and that's why the mag comes in handy. Because if you don't have enough, you know, attack or whatever for a certain weapon, you just feed your mag a little bit, and there you go. You can use the weapon. But I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Grab that. Yeah, it's sad you only have to hold 10 mana mates and you get like 2,000 of them drop. Yeah, I really miss this game. I might actually do a Let's Play one day. This is probably one of the best games to do a Let's Play on it because it is so simplistic and it's just like an arcade game. It's just really easy, probably easy on the eyes. I mean, the graphics, I mean, they're gorgeous. They are. The graphics is just really awesome. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for Phantasy Star Online. By the way, I do apologize the last couple days. I didn't have anything out there. Reason being, I went to the dentist on Monday and I had an extraction done. I just could not talk. I couldn't do anything on Monday. I'm still hurting right now, but it's not as bad. I got ibuprofen, so I'm pretty good. But, you know, it was painful. Having a big ass hole in your jaw. Alright guys, I will catch you tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and do EverQuest tomorrow. I just don't have the time today, and like I said, I'm still a little bit in pain, so I don't want to over-exuberate my jaw. Alright guys, I will see you tomorrow, and you have a great day. Until then, peace!